Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Progenitor League Circuit June tournament. We are very happy to be here this afternoon. I am Benju Hadre Sorensen. Joining me on the desk this time is Devin, Admin Anonymous North.
It me, and we're jumping right into games right away because we are much later than we expected to be. But we are having a good day this nice summer day in June. We've been doing this for 8 months now. That's nice.
8 months. Yeah, and thank you everybody for your patience and for your loyalty here on the PLC. We love seeing all you here in the chat. We love that you keep coming back. And Admin, this is extra exciting. We have two brand new teams joining the PLC today, and we are watching them first.
Yes, that's very exciting. And yeah, I actually didn't get a whole lot of time to look into the op.gg sets for these. So a lot of this is going to be a surprise for me and a surprise for everyone else, really.
Yeah, true. And so into picks and bans, we have some mid lane bans going out first, top lane taking out that Malphite. And just so that everyone is aware, this is the Fall Guys on the blue side on your left, and Team No Team, or TNT, on the red side. Skarner now taken away. I think that is a wise ban, no matter who is playing, because the champion is just too strong at the moment.
The joke's on you.
I love the new Skarner, though. Makes me very happy.
Shaco being taken away. I actually think this one is a target ban. I happen to know some of the players on TNT, and that one was, first of all, he's an annoying champion. So if you have anyone on your opposing team who plays it, I think you just get rid of it. It doesn't matter who it is. The champion itself is just so frustrating.
Respect to Team No Team for doing the auto ban for Ahri.
We'll get into that another time because I don't have the bandwidth for that right now, because we have our first pick here, Admin. Veigar locked in, probably for locked in load in the mid lane.
Yeah, I don't really see that going anywhere, and I love seeing Veigar play. So I'm excited already. This is going to be a good match with a completely new team with the Fall Guys on the blue side here. We have some familiar faces on Team No Team. Let me pull up those names because the spectator bug just really annoying with that. Not being able to see the names right away here.
Ooh. I like the Fiddlesticks lock in. We don't see a lot of Fiddlesticks in our tournament. I do like it though. I think that's going to be Thor's Dragon piloting that one. Everyone might memorize, recognize. Yeah, they might remember him from the PLC house team that played a few months back, and got the lock in there on the Fiddlesticks. It's kind of spooky, but it's going to be answered by another spooky champion in Thresh. Probably going to be Cubzy holding that one in the support role. We did see.
Are they just picking my champions? What's going on here?
You do play all of these, don't you?
All those two, yes.
Well, no, you're a Tom guy.
Oh my goodness, there's a third one.
So what we're doing, everybody, is the Fall Guys have just looked up Admin Anonymous's OPGG and are just picking
my
his
champions, and you're starting to play. If we get Senna as support, I'm gonna lose my mind.
But we already have Thresh.
Oh, okay, you're right. No, okay, so who are they missing? So that means they're gonna have to do Rumble top lane, Alawi can be top lane, or Warwick in jungle with Kindred as a flex. So that's my team. If that happens, I'm not even gonna try to show non-bias. We're just gonna say the Fall Guys got to win this. Out of nowhere, being my favorite teams. But yeah, on Team No Team, you would recognize Shazbot and Thor's Dragon as the only two that have shown up in previous tournaments. We have Twerp Oko, I believe that's how we pronounce that name. Venom.
Twerp is formerly of Eman Mate. Just want to throw that out there.
Oh, so a third one. Then we have Venom and Avioli.
Very good.
Avioli.
Probably
not sure
Avioli.
How that pronounced.
Like ravioli without the R, right?
Yeah, but they're Avi in Discord, so we'll see how it goes. Brand, very bursty, but going to be going. Wait, is that going support? That's going to be mid lane because Tom Kench is going to be supporting.
Unless Shazbot is going to take that top lane, because top lane Tom Kench is still really annoying.
Yeah, that's Yeah, I'm not sure where to speculate just yet on that. All
Es-
right.
Especially because the brand can actually jungle. Remember, they had some buffs on him relatively recently where they wanted him to be able to clear camps better.
You're
And with
right.
the new item with the extra burn coming out so much earlier, he's just super, super strong when you're trying to clear those little camps.
They picked Senna, but that's okay because Thresh picked the other side. That Team No Team wants to curry my favor again.
They heard you. They want to make
They
sure that
did.
admin is all loving today.
I'm affecting the thing. Okay. So not immediately favorite. Volibear, great pick. Definitely
Absolutely.
gonna be hitting up in the top lane for there.
I disagree. I think he's going to go in the jungle.
Jungle. You're right, because Mundo's the top lane. Also great pick with the changes.
Last lock in here for the side of TNT. I actually wouldn't. Dang it, he's hovering so many things that I want to see the Lucian. I love that champion, and he would pair well with the Senna. I think it's a lot of fun. But Morgana is going to be the lock in. I think that's wise as well. That Black Shield is going to be pivotal.
Yeah, so looking probably well. So Senna, as annoying as Senna can be, Senna is the second squishiest character in the game, I believe. She's very easy to pop. However, she's got a ton of sustain, but she doesn't have a lot. She has a few tools to get away, but none of the quick escapes. She has to kite properly. Now, when she does, it can be very annoying when you're really good at it. It's one of those Akali issues where when somebody's really good at it, it's impossible to deal with.
Yeah.
But if you're able to jump on her, she can go down pretty quickly. So the Morgana Black Shield can help a lot with that, especially the early games against a Draven Axe just coming at you that fast. That's going to hurt. And Senna doesn't have a ton of sustain early on. She's very mana hungry.
And the other amounts of crowd control that they have for any type of ganking, you have the Death Sentence and the Flay from Thresh. You have the Q from the Volibear when he comes charging in. That is quite a lot. And so the timing on the Black Shield from Morgana is going to need to be really important.
It's going to be crucial. It's going to be interesting to see a level 2 all in and then just how those lanes go. Because Fasting Senna is going to take some time to get up. If they choose to go that route, or Draven can also scale very hard a little bit faster. So there's going to be some patience coming in from both sides for that to see who can get the early lead. In the mid lane, it was Veigar versus Brand is what I believe we saw.
And I like the lock-in of the Brand after seeing the Veigar. He has enough range to farm without being in the danger zone for the baby cage. He can just
Event Horizon.
Yeah, exact. That's what it's called. See, for some reason,
I got you for one. Matter. The one time Johadri doesn't immediately know
you know what's funny?
Skill.
I wanted to say Event Horizon, but I thought the dark matter, the thing that falls down, would be the Event Horizon. Yeah. Yes. But I was wrong. Either way, he's able to stay out of it. So what was that?
Rare Johadri L.
Hey, you know what? Nobody's perfect. But I like that lane. I like the pick afterward, right? He's safe there. He has a lot of ways to farm. And later on in the game, the way that Fall Guys want to fight, it's all very clumped, right? Everybody is right in the front. You have the Thresh, the Mundo, and the Volibear. That means Brand's ult and his passive and the extra damage from Conflagration are just they're gonna explode.
You can get a lot of value from that.
Absolutely. And with the, like we were talking about, the Blackfire Torch, I think is what they called it. Deathfire Torch. What's the new item that came out? It's a new Bernie item.
Oh, I don't remember.
But if you stack that with the Liandry's and Brand's passive, it's all percent burn. Like, they're not going to die quick, but if you can get the ultimate plus the W plus the Q plus the passive spreading around the 3, like, that front line is really going to decline in its effectiveness. So I think Brand was a great lock-in.
Especially with some of these tanks out there on the other team, that's going to help just burn them down, so to speak.
Right. But then up in the top lane, I know that Mundo takes a long time to kill. He always does. But then on the other side, Tahm Kench is another one of those really annoying people who just doesn't die. So
and he's got an escape button.
Exactly. So when we're looking at how that matchup is going to go, I'm pretty sure that the top lane is going to be one of the most boring places on the map because it's just going to be a random fist fight every once in a while to see who can get more Grasp of the Undying and Heartsteel stacks. That's all that's going to happen top lane.
For most people, it's not as exciting, to be sure, but I like some of the more methodical play to see how people work around it. So I might enjoy it as much as other people. So I like watching chess on occasion, so that's
Okay.
I
Okay.
guess that's a thing. No, I'm not good at chess. I'm rated 800. That's bad.
So talk to me about the jungle then, because Fiddlesticks has a lot of different avenues with which he can gank, especially after level 6.
Yes.
When you compare that to the straight at you Volibear tactic, what are we going to see warding wise, tempo wise, when we compare these junglers on the teams?
We're going to see a lot of junglers go to mid or bot, and I think we're going to see a lot of bot. I expect a brand to roam in different places. I expect Volibear to follow up on that. I can see it going either Volibear tries to jump in and then there's a counter gank ult by Fiddlesticks, or Fiddlesticks tries to run in and then as it's running out, Volibear can come in. But I see a lot of focus coming into the bot lane. That's my prediction there, and we're gonna see how well that comes up. We are now on the Rift, and we have an early invade by the Fall Guys, burning a flash from Senna.
I don't know that the flash was necessary. There was quite a lot of distance between them, but always be safe, especially in the level 1. You do not win that level 1. That is definitely a Fall Guys level 1 victory, if I've seen one. So
let's see here. If we get a clip on that Thresh and see what Thresh leveled, we might be able to see what's up there.
I like this invade though, because this might be
the fall flash.
Forge Dragon and Shazbot are in. They've got a lot of damage down onto the Mundo. Thor's Dragon might be in some trouble now. He's taken quite a lot. He's going to try and flash over the wall. He makes it out. Flash followed by the Veigar. One more auto attack. He hasn't quite got the kill. Shazbot flashes over the large part of the wall. Death sentence down onto the Senna. Taking a few hits. Ignite is down. And first blood over to Draven. Elijah picks that one up on the Fall Guys side.
Very nice work. Yeah, that's a very good early showing, really from both teams. But Fall Guy comes out on top. Really liked it.
And I like the thought there. The problem was that the Veigar was able to roam a lot quicker and get the support to back up Fall Guys in their side of the jungle. So it was a good thought, but when you're looking at the champions on that side of the Rift, they're too tanky. Like, you weren't going to win the fight.
Yeah. And
I like the thought, though, because they were all bottom side, right? So why would they go up to the top?
Yeah. So nice trading and harass coming in from the top lane. Very even on both sides so far.
So that's what's interesting.
Even in mid lane.
Yeah, and that's what I was expecting to see, right? Look at this. The brand has Veigar shoved underneath the turret very, very quickly. And it's just going to keep going that way.
Yep, that nice Q kill on the cannon. You need that extra power. And it's hard to make any definitive decisions on where top lane is going just yet. They're keeping even though, and so look, that you may find it boring. I find this fascinating. But we have the nice slow push coming from East Phantom, which is gonna help kind of shove Tahm Kench out of this lane, get ahead on that farm.
Yeah, and that's a hard thing because farming under the turret when you're a tank, you have no source of large damage, really makes you need to know the timings to get the full CSing done correctly.
Absolutely. Okay, I think we're about to hit a decision point. Volibear is showing himself a little bit. Here it comes.
Black Shield onto the Senna, flash away from the Morgana. That was a beautiful Black Shield, but not long enough as the death sentence gives another kill over to the Fall Guys. They're following up, and one more. Elijah takes down Twerp, and that's 3 for 0, but no, 3 for 1 as they answer one back. Shield has gone off. Phantom takes off a kill on the top side. Brand has roamed up, and he picks up the Retribution. It is now 4-2, 4 minutes into the game.
Very solid plays all around. I really liked pushing the patience from Volibear to let Laugh Wizard to let How Could You and Twerp just slow pushing into more of the turret range, give them as much lane to chase them down as possible. Twerp threw out the Morgana binding, and then they immediately start jumping in once that missed. And then the only option was to shield the Senna, and then you have to run. You couldn't do anything else.
Exactly. So, a lot of good stuff happened there for the Brand as well. Getting that kill that extend into the lane he was already winning.
Spectator doesn't realize that's a trinket that is just waiting there up the top. Yeah. So we don't need a hard lock on that just yet. That's what Fiddlesticks does. It tricks players and broadcasters alike.
Absolutely. And speaking of tricking, there we go. We have a nice Fall Guys attack here on the Drake. They secure that very quickly, very easily. No fight at all. So they are pushing ahead. They've had pressure on the bottom side. They've had pressure on the top side, and they've got the Drake. Let's see what TNT can do to bring it back here. Because, again, I really think the Brand is going to be a key.
The counter pressure, the counter jungling is what we're seeing.
There you
that's
go.
what they're going to try to do to get ahead. Here comes Volibear forcing the flash from Brand out of the Event Horizon baby cage.
I agree with that flash, but I also agree with this fight here. Mundo wins these early. He has so much damage on the E. He just walk up and slap the guy, and it deals a lot of damage. Oh.
East Phantom is ahead.
Down here on the bottom side. The root does land onto Draven, but there is so much damage. That's another kill. How Could You goes down. Twerp has to run away. And this bot lane, this Draven is getting so much work done.
Yeah, a single death sentence is
exactly that.
I have no other words to say on that one, because with Draven, he just hits Q, lands it once, catches it, lands it again. He doesn't even need to catch it another time after that to secure the kill. It does that much damage.
So as a Draven player, we did talk about how he is one of your champions. What is the way to fight him? Like, we just saw, look at that damage. 2 auto attacks, and Morgana is out of the fight. So what is the strategy to play against a Draven? Do you lock him down and just burst him? Do you have to wait until he's used a spell? What have you got going on?
Other than kind of standard playing against ADCs, everybody can see where he has to go to catch his axe. Throw something at it, force him to not catch it, then that annoys him. That's one of the best ways to really annoy a Draven player, because he has to spend mana, and the cooldown's not that short or early to bring another axe up.
That is true. Observer, if we could get, I believe it is C, to pull up our items and CS numbers to see what we have going on there.
It might be O or A.
Yeah, I think it's
not A.
Oh, another death sentence under the turret. Black Shield will stop the crowd control at the very end. Shoutbot flashes away. He's going to get the eat down onto the Mundo, but he will go down. This is now 7-2 in favor of the Fall Guys.
Yeah, Fall Guys making a very good showing in their premier tournament with us, and I'm liking it. But securing your spot is my favorite team, if I might say. Jumping into under the turret.
Aggro underneath. Down goes the Thresh. The heal from the Senna. Will he go down? He does. Elijah is out. And he is shut down by Thor's Dragon on the Fiddlesticks. And, admin, I need to say that we joke a little bit about how PLC tournaments go, but even 2 brand new teams play bloodthirsty as they can. We're at 1.5 kills a minute, and they have never participated with us before.
It is amazing. And I actually liked that play. Even though you went down, you did get the kill first, which gets you your Draven Gold, and you are so far ahead. If we can select Draven to see just how much gold he's gotten. That's
enough to have a BF sword on top of the collector at 9
Yeah.
minutes. That's how
that's
much.
that's gonna start. That's gonna be. They're gonna start feeling that very quickly here now that we're back in lane.
Absolutely. And just these chunks already were just so much. That was just an auto and an E. That's a flash burn. Both flashes already taken off of the bot lane after 2 or 3 auto attacks.
Too bad there aren't a ton of stacks on Draven. That would have been probably executed.
Yeah.
That was pretty low. I think that they had like 100, 150 HP.
So a lot of problem in the bot lane. One of the more recent things that I've heard is you don't try and salvage a lost lane. You try and feed a winning lane. So what do TNT do here? Do you sacrifice your turret and try and follow everything around, get some more objectives around the map? Or do you try and fight down here?
There's not a lot you can do to try to fight. Very smart play to ward that with how aggressive they are to push up against those minions under the tower. Brand coming down here to try to help though.
Out of turret aggro. Elijah's going to land an auto attack onto the Morgana. Death Sentence doesn't land. Huge damage down onto the Draven. He will go down. Venom picks that one up. In goes the Volibear with the ultimate, dealing a little bit of damage. Ignite is down onto the Morgana. She goes down. And now Senna is caught with another Death Sentence, dealing a bit of damage. Not going to be enough as the stun goes in and Lock and Load takes him down.
Oh,
Up on the top side, though. Knockup is going to be dodged. Thor's Dragon in some trouble. Flashes over the wall. Gets hit and killed by the briefcase. And now Shazbot is trying his best to slow down Captain Phantom. He does not have the stun quite yet. He misses the tongue lash, and he's going to get out free.
That is the kind of thing I talk about the top lane being very interesting. Just the movement to try to bait out the tongue lash. That was happening that entire time, and he succeeded on that. Very well played by East Phantom to get out of there. I do want to talk about what they did for the Veigar, though. Letting Veigar get the stun and the Q kill got him 8 ability power out of that. 1 from the stun, another from the Q, and then 5 from the kill. So it's a 7 ability power just off of that 1 kill, on top of the gold for the kill. Huge play, and that's going to help the mid lane. Speaking of mid lane, Volibear's running.
Right as the flash comes back up. Brand didn't have it from the last time he got ganked, and there we go. But now Volibear is going to have to come fight here on these grubs. We already see it active by Thor's Dragon, who doesn't have his flash. He is going to go down. East Phantom going huge, and on the bottom side, yet another kill. Elijah takes him down. Lock and Load picks up 1 in the jungle. Do we see the revenge? How could you? How could you? That could go a long way as a joke. Blue team gets the Void Grubs, and Fall Guys are running away with this game.
I thought Senna was more safe than that, but no, like I said, very squishy champion. But yeah, it was just enough HP to survive a single Q. And like, remember, there's a collector on there. There was a lot closer to death than what it seemed.
First turret has gone down in the top side. Fall Guys take that, and they have quite a bit of work done on the mid turret. And that is going to be a dead Veigar. It is not the Dark Passage. It is enough. The passive plus probably Scorch in the runes means that kill does go over to the Brand.
Oh yeah, the exciting games. Okay, how many kills per minute we are? A lot. Moving on.
Yeah. Rule number 3: don't do math on stream.
I stopped myself right there.
Yeah. It's 22 at the moment, 22 kills in 13 minutes, and we got some counter jungling here on the side of TNT. 0.7. What?
1.7.
1.7. Hey, that's almost 2. Yeah, that's almost 2. Another turret destroyed here. Fall Guys cementing their lead. They're almost 10,000 gold ahead now. Ultimate from Thor's Dragon. It is flashed and death sent. And wow, sorry, Dark Passage. Venom is getting really low. He goes down. Elijah gets that kill. Elijah goes down. Thor's Dragon goes down. He gets a kill. Cubsy goes down. And we have death all over, and Team Unknown hasn't even played yet. Their mid laner is all over this game.
They're waiting in the wings, watching this. They're gonna come up and with how things are going, looks like they're gonna go against TFG next. But Draven once again getting the Draven gold before he goes down, very important for him. And
absolutely,
yeah, but that shutdown gold is gonna really start helping out, hopefully to help them catch up to this. Another turret goes down in the mid lane to the Veigar. He's just gonna happily take that.
Gold lead is now approaching 10,000. It's 8 kills up for the Fall Guys. These guys have a pretty heavy hand over TNT. Let's see what they can do up on the top side. We've got some nice roams up here in the jungle, but vision from TFG means that they can't really get anything done.
Yeah, that I'm liking all the vision we're seeing all over the place right now. We got like even wards.
Brand is gonna die here. Rift Herald goes down, and that's the execute from the ultimate. Lock and load and let it out.
Yeah. With that skin, that ultimate I like to call the companion cube. It just wants to give you a hug.
Just from our comment earlier about don't do math on stream, Animal in the chat says don't do math ever.
Oh,
I respect that. All right, they have the lockdown onto the Draven. They are comboing their crowd control, but look at that. They are too scared because they know that Thresh is in the wings. Flash from Thor's Dragon. He probably won't make it out here as he's going to be cut off by the Veigar. He's channeling and is still alive. It is not enough. It doesn't have the fear. Up on the top side, the Volibear is going to push out the bot lane yet again. Lock and Load picks up a kill in the middle or in the jungle against the Fiddlesticks. And even further goes TFG.
Yeah. Oh. Draven at the end, they're also just picking up a lot of farm and then gets out with the Dark Passage. Easy. Top lane, we're going to see a lot more aggressiveness coming from this Mundo. Mundo can't quite just dive under turret on someone as tanky as Tahm Kench. But he can certainly, oh, maybe he can. Hold up.
I mean, there is a lot of damage. He has no armor though. But now that there's no turret, it doesn't matter. As Tahm Kench will
dive the turret
down there.
You dive the Tahm Kench to kill the turret.
All right, let's see what will happen here. We've got some TNT team members coming up on the top side. Can they even get the stun? Is the Mundo passive up? He is slowed. Black Shield down onto the Brand. They can't really stop him. He's dealing a lot of damage for a tank. Get a shield from the Senna. They're burning him down, and it doesn't matter. He has the Spirit Visage, which means the magic damage isn't doing enough. Twerp is the next target. He goes down, executed, and collected. Cubsy gets close to Thor's Dragon. Gonna pull in Elijah with the Dark Passage, and I stand corrected. They weren't going to be able to get anything done. That is a very tanky Mundo.
Yes. Very tanky Mundo. That's a 6-1 Mundo versus lots of heart steel stacks with the Spirit Visage. Yeah, that's going to be very, very difficult to take care of.
All right, the siege has come in from the top side of TFG. They're onto inhibitor level turrets now. They take down Thor's Dragon. Gonna get the stun from the Morgana. No, because Mundo's passive is up. That's an execute from the ultimate from Elijah. Chasing down in the jungle, Laugh Wizard takes down Venom. Turret will go down. Death Sentence almost back up. Never mind. Flash forward, 2 auto attacks, and that is Elijah securing the double kill. That's going to be the top inhibitor going the way for TFG. Death Sentence lands on Shazbot. The box is going to slow him down. He has to flash away. Turret aggro taken by the Thresh, and yet another kill. Is that a triple for Elijah on the Draven?
Get the inhib and then walk out. Nope, we're not going to walk out. We're going to go and take another turret and another inhib.
Volibear is charging in with the Rift Herald. Going to do the circle around.
Just missed.
I love this new mechanic. He hits the turret. Huge damage on the Nexus turret, and TFG are having a great time in the game number 1 of our June tournament.
He just went a little early, missed the inhibitor. He's like, it's okay, I can turn this around, literally. The inhibitor goes down and hit the next turret. That's a half health turret as the inhibitor goes down. The second inhibitor.
2 inhibitors down. 3/4 of the Nexus turret down. 3 dragons. That means Soul is on the way for Fall Guys. there is very little that I think TNT can do to bring this back.
Yeah, I don't know what the play is, like, because the only real thing you can do is turtle up a little bit, try to get some more of that farm and make some picks, but you can't make picks against this team. They're playing too well. Mundo is just gonna walk in, go where he pleases, and all that.
Yeah. 18,000 gold the difference. Look at our items. 3 full items on the Mundo, 2.5 on the Volibear, but here's the fight. Turret is already down. Ultimate from Draven nearly kills the Fiddlesticks. He goes down. Tahm Kench is down. Flash forward, turning off the turrets. Damage down onto the Senna. Damage onto the Morgana. Damage onto the Brand, and that is an ace. Fall Guys, triple kill on Elijah here. They take down the turrets. They take down the Nexus, and game number 1 is a victory for the Fall Guys.
Extremely well played.